On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bulls will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense has the ball first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago, and this defense is fun to watch.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Hunt is in the air. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Buffalo's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Right on the money. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Central Michigan just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory, and that's really the standard there in Mount Pleasant. They'll enjoy this one all week. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Fitzpatrick. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Snagged out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Touchdown, Buffalo! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Under fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half on the ground.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done.
Touchdown, Buffalo! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Fitzpatrick. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the move, it's Burrell. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. What a play play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Fitzpatrick. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offense.
Finds a spot in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't. All the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Wants to throw. It's Fitzpatrick. Bringing the heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Between the uprights, it's good. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 24 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this. The Tigers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Hand off from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. It's a running touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just